Hey everybody, good morning. It's Saturday. And I don't know why I said it like that because it's no big deal to me. It's like every other fucking day of the week because my husband works and he has Sundays and Mondays off. So everybody makes a big deal about Mondays and I love Mondays. Now, if he had Saturdays off, I would, of course, make a big deal about Saturdays. Um, you know, you know why people get so fed up with the law and the judicial system and all that crap? I'm going to tell you why. If you followed me when I was the Vero Raccoon, um, and if you know me, you know that I have had problems in the past with my next door neighbor. Um, Next door, I'll give you a real quick synopsis. I'll give you a quick summary, okay? I'll give you the Reader's Digest version. I'll give you a short little shorty. The next door neighbors, okay, had a son, E-I-E-I-O, and he lived in Florida for a long time, and then when he moved back, he seemed all right at first, but then he got really, really hooked on um, prescription drugs and um, he did pot and um, oxycodone and all that crap. Well, and crack. Then he got doing crack. And we've had a lot of problems with him trespassing on our lawn. And then he stole from us, stole stuff off of a faucet we had outside. So we had been waiting for him to screw up so that we'd called the cops multiple times on him and had him arrested. And finally, the trespassing and catching him in the act of stealing on our camera, we got him arrested and had to go to court, and we got a court order of protection. Okay, so he had to stay 100 feet away from us, as well as he had to stay a block away from us. So he can't be on our block. And that was awesome, right? Well, we've been to court twice because um, he violated that. And the people that own the house next door to us moved into an assisted living, and because they're elderly, they're in their late 80s. One of them I think is 91, and the house is up for sale. We caught him over there trying to live in um, the garage, so we called the cops, and when they took him away, he ended up going to jail for I don't remember how long. But one of his sisters got in contact with us because none of them would do anything about it. They never had any interventions or anything. No one ever did anything to try to help him out with his drug problem. They were ones that kind of stepped back and expected society to do something about it. Other neighbors on the street he would steal from, and they just kind of put up with it. Oh, that's Frankie. Well, not us. You know, you're enablers. If you continue to let the problem go, then you're going to get the same results every time, and someone's just going to keep getting worse and worse. A couple of times he threatened suicide. He had a cat that died, and he was going to bury it under the front porch of the house next door. The guy was just a mess, complete mess, and he was getting to the point where he was practically holding his parents hostage. So he was stealing their food and selling it on the streets for crack. When they arrested him for stealing from us, he had crack in his sock. And he actually admitted from stealing from us. He handed over the faucet that he stole from us. he showed up to court drunk and all this other stuff. So I saw him on the street, our street, yesterday. He was really loud, but talking in a normal voice, instead of that drunken stupor screaming where it's like um, chalks on a nail board, nails on a chalkboard, disruptive, but it was enough to cause my nervousness to come back that I felt, that I have felt in the past when I knew he was around. And it was almost 5:30, time for my husband to come home. And I texted the next door neighbors because I wasn't sure if they were home or not, and I didn't want to go outside. He was mowing lawns on the other side of the street. I don't know if these people had hired him, but I was thinking, you've got to be kidding. Here, everybody celebrated him being arrested. Everybody celebrated saying how wonderful it was to have him off the street. So I texted the women next, 2 houses down that, we had been working with to try to get him off the street. Come to find out, they're like, oh yeah, he's been seen on the street for a while now. Are you kidding? And he's living in the apartments on the corner just around the bend. So he's still on our block. FML, fuck my life. Those apartments I thought were for senior citizens. We looked them up. According to the information we found, senior citizens can live there as well as people with disabilities. He must have a disability now. Who knows? But why would you want to live close to where you keep getting arrested from? Oh. So people wonder why, I'm wrapping this up here. People wonder why the judicial system, why people get so ticked off. It's because I know he's got a social worker. Why would they encourage him to live in an apartment so close to where he continually gets arrested from? And I know there's a house on this street, I don't know which house it is, but where he gets his crack from. They wonder why so many people get angry and violent and start disrespecting authority. I'm not angry with the police. The police have been nothing but cooperative and wonderful with us. Something somewhere in the judicial pipeline has happened, and he's out among my area, ruining my quality of living again. Now we're getting the muffler noise, and I'm hearing his voice, and speaking of noise, really? Try your lights. I was just starting to feel secure again, knowing that he wasn't around. I have a lot of anxiety issues, and I was going outside and not having to think about anything when I was out there, and now to know that he's been lurking around. Don't get in contact with the people that have a protective order against him. Just let him wander around. I don't understand why people do this stuff. Just oh, that's Frankie. Just put up with it. It's better to just let him be than to hassle with him. No. That's a problem. Too many people think that someone else will take care of it. Someone else will take care of it. And they'll be the first to complain when something gets stolen or their house gets broken into. I just I just don't understand people. I don't understand people anymore. So we're going to contact the DA that was in touch with us because we don't know what happened with the last court case and see, what we can do. Am I still allowed to call when I see him on the street? I just don't know. So I have video footage of him on our street. He was on the other side of the street at least. But now I don't even know how many times he's been on the street, and I wish that someone would have let me know. I, you know, it's hard when you do the right things all the time and you follow the rules, and you don't park in handicap unless you have a handicap sticker. You don't park in no parking zones. You don't loiter. You don't steal. You're respectful of elderly because that's the right thing to do. You put the proper postage on your envelopes and your packages. You don't send suspicious mail. You pay your rent on time or your bills on time. Um, you be as honest as you can. You even say, "Oh, look, I forgot. I have this on the bottom part of my shopping cart. You almost forgot to scan it." Or, "Oh, you put the price wrong on this." Or, "These two things were stuck together. You only charged me for one." Or, "You missed this at the restaurant. You forgot to charge me for this." And you pay your parking tickets if you get them, or if the police pull you over, you're honest. Is there a problem, officer? Always respectful to the law. I was always taught to be respectful to the law. And, you know, and I always will be. But stuff like this is so frustrating when you see things that you know are wrong and you keep doing things the right way through the right channels and they still get their way. We're never going to be done with this guy. And you know that he's probably so pickled that he's going to outlive me. That's my vent for today. Somewhere down the judicial line, something failed. Somewhere, it's probably as with the social worker not following up or something. I don't know. Um, you know, don't get on me about, oh, the judicial system always works, or don't blame the social worker. He's probably playing someone and he knows what our car looks like. So I noticed he was gone right before my husband got home. So he's probably been watching and knows times. Because you watch, he won't be around Sunday, and he won't be around Monday because he knows those are Paul's days off. I hate fuckers like that. I do. I have no time, and I have no patience for shitheads like that. Just stay away. He's got no reason to be on the street. No friends live on this street, and his parents don't live on this street anymore. He has no reason whatsoever to be on this street. Not happy. I'm going to be back with another vlog maybe later. Oh, and I have started a blog. So it's on WordPress. scramblesrambles.wordpress.com. So it's very new. So I think there's only one or two posts on there. But you can check it out if you want. All right. Bye. I think I need more coffee.